Okay, we're going to call this one Your Ideas on Relationships Are Outdated. Here's the reality for today. So, back in the day, men were expected to pay the bills, pay for the house, the car, all that good stuff, and the woman took care of the family. But nowadays, since women have their own careers, they have their own money, they don't need a provider. You know, if you think that having money or paying the bills or whatever is all you need, you're never going to make it. You have to be the kind of guy who actually triggers genuine interest in her, biological attraction through your personality and your confidence. Why do you think women are attracted to Chad and Tyrone, right? It's because they they turn them on. And guys who lead with their wallets are often the backup plan. You hear about these MGTOW guys, you know, and they end up with a wife who's already been run through, and then um, they pay the bills and they get kids and stuff. But then the wife leaves is because the guy didn't push her buttons. They get chosen after Chad and Tyrone, not because they're exciting, but because they're safe and they're stable. And then the girl gets bored and she splits. You do not want to be the kind of guy who a woman settles for out of necessity. By understanding that now, you can focus on building your character. You can build up so that you're truly wanted for who you are and not just for what you provide. Be the guy that she chooses instead of who she settles for. Today you've got to have physical competence. You got to build up your body. You've got to hit the gym. You got to learn how to move. You got to be strong and capable. That's a biological green flag. A woman, when she sees that Chad or that Tyrone guy, it's something that is inside her that's not necessarily her head, but it's her heart or somewhere else. It's something that you've got to make sure that you're tapping into as well. Also, you got to be a decisive leader. A lot of guys, put the woman into her masculine by saying, oh, well, what do you want to do? Well, that's not the place for the woman to decide. It's for you to decide. You need to decide what needs to be done and you need to make it happen. Um, One of the things that guys talk about a lot is, having a mission or whatever, and that is 100% true. Find something that matters to you more than chasing girls. If you're focused on your own success and your own life and you are self-contained, then people want to follow along. They want to be part of your life. You have a cool life, they want to be part of it. And finally, you want to have balance. You want to be the reliable rock. Excuse me, the reliable rock that she can count on. But also keep that edge so that it makes you exciting and attractive and the kind of guy that she wants to stick around with. When you are the kind of man that pushes her buttons and can be the kind of man that she looks up to, you'll find that you can have the relationship that both of you dream of. Okay, so like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. And next video, we'll talk about this even more. I mean, a lot of guys are confused, and we'll get you sorted out.